David Givens, and Kara Henderson is a reporter beneath the confetti with David.
David, has it even sunk in yet? Your third Super Bowl victory in 4 years?
Oh, man, it's great. We had a great group of coaches, great players, and you can't ask for a better group to play with. It's unbelievable, but I'm so elated right now. It's hard to speak, but God bless his team, and it's a good feeling.
So much was made about the Eagles receivers leading up to this game. Do you feel like your receivers made on the field?
I have to say for sure, yes. Deion Branch had a great game today, and he made some unbelievable catches and ran great routes, got open, and Tom just put the ball in the right spot. So I think we're starting to get a little more respect, and you can't, like I said before, it was a great win.
I saw you doing a little the eagle flap early in the game. Were you worried that you may have been celebrating a little too early?
He scored touchdowns. It's never too early to celebrate. So, the Eagles have a great team, great offense. And, I knew that they could come back, and they did. They played a great game today.
Can we talk about a dynasty now that the game's over?
Hey, it's a dynasty. If you want to say it is, it is. It's great.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. Teddy Bruschi, big game for you guys. Once again, 11 turnovers in your 3 postseason games. It proved to be the difference. You guys came up with 4 big turnovers in this game.
Yeah, we knew we had to get some because that offense, thank God, if the receivers are just catching it and running, and like I think T.O. had a 30-yard gain on the crossing routes, and Donovan's going to throw it up. So we were going to have our opportunities to make our plays, and we just had to do it.
How challenging was it for you linebackers to be cognizant of McNabb getting out of the pocket? You guys seem to be able to stay back and play the pass and still be able to contain him.
Did such a good job of sort of containing the pocket and making a good horseshoe to keep him in there. And when we still had Westbrook to worry about, the inside linebacker, so we sort of played sort of that you guys take care of the rush, we'll cover the receivers, and let's just do our job.
What was talked about at halftime? Because the offense seemed to get off to a slow start, but you guys kept them in it by keeping the Eagles out of the end zone.
Yeah, just to clean it up.
Back on the turf here at Alltel Stadium, and look who is coming to join us, but a world champion, Richard Seymour. And who have you brought? Who have you brought with you, Richard? Grab that mic there, Richard.
RJ.
This is RJ.
RJ. Hey man, congratulations.
Congratulations, Richard Seymour coming here with confetti still stuck to his sweaty brow.
This
after
is an old hat for you.
Yeah, a new hat for something that's old hat for you. Let's talk about this, Richard. What are you going through right now in your head?
At this time, it's still in shock because, I think we didn't think we were going to win this football. The thought of losing didn't enter our mind, but when we got into this football game, Philly played a tough game. And I think you have to give credit to those guys, and it was tough all game for us, and we could never let off the pedal, and we could never really put the game away. But I just think we just hung tough and did something that we always do as a football team, and came out with the victory.
Now, Richard, you were injured during a regular season. You missed the entire playoffs. Was there any doubt in your mind that you can make it back for this game?
Well, during the week, I really didn't know whether I was going to be able to go, and I had a solid week of practice on Wednesday and Thursday, and I just said I'm gonna just give it a go. And me and the coaching staff had a long discussion about if I play, how much will I play, and I was able to get in there, and I felt pretty good, and I just kind of kept it going from there.
So what do you think when RJ gets a little older? They really can understand what's gone on here the last few years. What do you think they'll be telling him about his father's team?
It was a pretty good football team. Actually, this is RJ's second Super Bowl that he's been to. He was at the Super Bowl last year when we beat the Panthers, and it's beautiful. I think it's something that he'll always cherish, and I want him to play football, but I won't force it on him to play.
Right.
My dad never forced it on me to play. I just think it has to be something that you want yourself, and I think this football team loves the game of football. We love to play it as a football team, and that's something that can't be underestimated in a sport like this. With all free agency and everything going on now, I think it says a lot about our organization and first and foremost about the players that we have on this football team.
Are you thinking of your dad right about now?
Oh, of course, all the time. It's not a day that goes by that I don't think about my dad. And, my son RJ always say, "Where's Papa?" And I just say he's in a better place now. But, everything happens for a reason, and it's something that's going to make me a better person down the road.
Well, listen, thanks for stopping by our set. We really appreciate that.
Love watching you guys.
Thank you. And I guess the feeling is mutual. Richard Seymour, once again, a Super Bowl champion. Does RJ want to say something?
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Say world champions.
We're champions.
There you go. You heard it. You heard it straight from RJ Seymour's mouth. And look who's walking over right now.
What's going on?
Adam Vinatieri.
Congrats.
Stepping on up to the set as Richard Seymour leaves. Another world champion, New England Patriot, steps on in. And I guess this one was boring, Adam, because you didn't have to win it at the last second.
Well, they're never boring. I tell you what, we can't find a way to win them by a bunch of points so we can relax a little bit. We always take it to the last play, but a win is a win any way you look at it. And you know as well as I know,
absolutely.
It's awful hard to get to this level, and for us to be this fortunate and this successful this many years in a row, it's pretty impressive.
I mean, what's next for this team? This team has done everything it can possibly do. I mean, it's answered every question that people have for you guys. What's next for this team?
What's next? A couple of months of rest and relaxation, I hope. We're gonna enjoy this for a little while, but we're gonna get back to work. You
guys work too hard, man. Play a little bit. You're working too hard. Slow down.
You know what? This career is so short. We gotta take advantage of every opportunity, and we're gonna try. We're gonna try to get back to work and go out there again this next year and defend another title.
What do you got there?
You know what? You're not going to hear me say it, but they're printing some good stuff out. It's pretty cool. Three Super Bowl or 3 championships in 4 years is not too bad.
Show that pride.
Not too bad.
That's pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate.
But, why won't you say it though, Adam? I mean,
if you guys want to say it, you go ahead.
Yes,
I'm going to say
Yes.
I'm going to say a pretty dang good team for a few years now.
No doubt about it, because I mean, it's certainly in an era. I mean, Troy Aikman during the broadcast said that this is more of an impressive achievement as when the Cowboys did it back in the early 90s, because it was obviously a different time on the business end of things to try and keep a team together.
Most definitely. I agree with that. You really have to credit Mr. Kraft. He brought in Coach Belichick with a certain philosophy, and he just surrounded himself with great coaches and some really blue-collar, hard-working guys that aren't afraid to get out there and do whatever it takes, and that means if it's an offensive player playing defense playing offense, it doesn't matter. We've got a lot of unselfish guys that work real hard, and I think that's why we're successful.
So I guess your flight to Hawaii just got a little shorter, huh?
Oh, absolutely.
It will be fun. We're going to enjoy this, and Hawaii will be nice too, but I think I'm going to celebrate with the fellas for a while first.
Outstanding. Well, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Adam Vinatieri,
Adam,
Super
congrats, man.
Thank you very
Bowl
much. Thanks,
champion.
guys.
As for the agony of defeat, Andy Reid, the head coach of the NFC champion Philadelphia Eagles, is with our Paul Burmeister.
Man, this is amazing, bro. It's amazing, man.
Well, it was a dogfight, and you have 2 good football teams playing each other. You surely can't turn the football over, and I've got to do a better job of that. I've got to do a better job of putting guys in better position to make plays and take full responsibility for that. So, but I thought the guys battled their hearts out, and it was 2 good football teams playing each other.
New England's first 5 possessions, they didn't get any points, Coach. On their next 5, they scored either a touchdown or a field goal, ended up with 24 points. What was the biggest difference between that stretch? Was it them executing more? Did you make changes? Tell us about the differences there.
Well, they made some changes. We made some changes, and they executed. They caught. There were some great catches in there. They ran the ball a little bit. We're able to get into a little bit of a mix, and they're a good offensive football team.
Finally, Coach, what was your message to the team?
Andy Reid, a valiant season for the Philadelphia Eagles. They finally make it to a Super Bowl after waiting 24 years, and they really came close in this one. I know that obviously is not anything that gets an award or any mention, but what do you think in the end really did this team in on Sunday night?
Well, I think what happened early in the game was that they started pretty bad. They came out the block stumbling. They got behind the 8-ball a little bit, but ironically, they led 7-0 in this game. But I think they had too many obstacles to overcome in the game. And I think that's what really was their undoing, is that they played great early. They used a lot of energy, and I think it sort of burned off a little bit during the game.
Right, and they turned it over, I guess, as well. They had 3 turnovers in this game, one by McNabb in the second half that turned to almost proved fatal. I mean, if they had gotten an onside kick later on, who would have known? But let's get right to the highlight of Super Bowl 39. Our paperwork is ready, and so is the highlight here on Alltel Stadium for NFL Total Access's coverage of Super Bowl 39. The third play of the game, Willie McGinnis coming in along with Teddy Bruschi, free and forcing a fumble for Donovan McNabb, but after further review, you could see that it was ruled a fumble but overturned because of it forced a punt.
And that's right there, as you can see, that ball was already down. His knee on that play hit the ground, so they had ruled that play dead on contact.
Now the Patriots' first possession, Tom Brady to Dion Branch, who got a very key block by Corey Dillon for a 13-yard gain, part of a very big day for Dion Branch. 3rd and 9 from the Patriots' 45. Brady to Patton. He gets popped by Michael Lewis. Is this one of those statement hits, TDs?
I think so. You have to let them know that when that ball is in the air, and if you're going for it, we're going to hit you and let you know that we are there.
And the Eagles, however, eventually would get the ball back. 2nd and 12. McNabb to Terrell Owens, a 9-yard gain, and suddenly T.O. is making his presence known.
T.O. is there. On that play right there, as he catches the ball, T.O. really doesn't have the strength in that ankle to explode off of it. You kind of see him rolling around. He's in motion right here, kind of a little dummy play into the flat. Catches the ball. Good catch. But you can tell right there that he really doesn't have that explosiveness that we all are used to seeing him have.
2nd and 10 from the Eagles' 26. A screen to Brian Westbrook, his first appearance in this game. With the ball, a 1st and 10, the Eagles get their first down of the game. And then later on, McNabb to L.J. Smith, a 1st down at the 50. They're finally in Patriots turf in this ball game. 3rd and 7 with less than 4.5 to go, and it's McNabb to Terrell Owens in the open field. Freddie Mitchell with a nice block on Randall Gay to bust T.O., and it's the first Eagle dance of the evening.
First Eagle dance, but right here you can see that Freddie Mitchell coming across the middle. Clearly a pick on Gay right there. The refs blew that. They didn't call that. T.O. caught the ball in the flat, took it up the field, big game.
Now it's 1st and 10 for the Eagles on the Patriots 19, moving into field goal range. Rodney Harrison underneath the McNabb pass, picks it off. 5th career postseason interception for Rodney Harrison. What happened here?
Right here, as you can see, Westbrook's in motion. You got Bruschi on him as he runs that corner route. Rodney read McNabb's eyes, knew he was going to throw it to Westbrook. He had a beat on it, went in there, got the interception.
But the Patriots go 3 and out, and McNabb is suddenly back in business on the Patriots side of the field. But L.J. Smith stripped by Rodney Harrison, and Eugene Wilson is the one who picks it up.
And this defense, this is what they do best. They create turnovers. You got Wilson, Gay coming there, poking the ball out. And when you get the ball like that and you have guys around you, you have to get down.
And it's just 2 turnovers on back-to-back possessions for the Eagles, but still scoreless in this ball game. And with them getting the ball back, the Eagles defense doing a good job to get the Eagles the ball back and keep the Eagles in the game. And Todd Pinkston with a 17-yard reception there. 1st and 10 from the Eagles 38. Now it's 2nd and 5 from the 43. McNabb over the middle to Todd Pinkston with a beautiful catch.
Beautiful catch, beautiful throw. McNabb in the pocket, buys a little bit more time for scrambling, puts it up in the air. Pinkston goes up highest point, gets the ball, great catch.
On the Patriots' 17-yard line. Now they're inside the 10. It's 3rd and goal from the Patriots 6. McNabb to L.J. Smith, and we have our first points of Super Bowl 39. The Eagles are up 7-0.
Eagles up. That was a beautiful catch. Right here where L.J. Smith comes across the middle, has to fight his way to the end zone. McNabb drills it in there. Beautiful catch.
Nice touchdown. So how will the Patriots respond? 1st and 10 from their 26. Brady, screen pass to Corey Dillon. They ran this play twice in a row on that blitzing Eagles defense. Now it's 1st and 10 for the Patriots on Philadelphia's 45. Brady to Gibbons, a 13-yard play, but it's ruled a fumble on the play. After further review, however, it seems Gibbons had his knee down on the ground.
Yeah, his knees were down on this play. He had a beautiful catch right there, trying to make a little bit more yardage. Right there, he's down. That play is over with. And they came back and made the right call on that play.
So the Patriots get the ball back. They're on the Eagles 32, still down by 7 in this Super Bowl with 7 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. And Brady handing off to Corey Dillon, who had a terrific game in his first Super Bowl. A 25-yard run for Corey Dillon, who had 18 carries on this particular night, setting up the Patriots inside the Eagles 10. And it's Brady coughing the ball up. A rare miscue by the New England Patriots in the red zone, I guess on a play fake to Kevin Falk. The ball popped loose.
Yeah, play fake right here. Kevin Falk's right elbow hits the ball. Brady can't keep it in his hands. He tries to jump on it, but the Eagles came in underneath the pile, pushed him off the ball, and they recovered it.
So a red zone trip, no points for the New England Patriots, but the defense holds the Eagles 3 and out, and now suddenly, with good field position, they're back inside the red zone, inside the 10. Troy Brown, a 12-yard reception. First and goal from the 7, second and goal from the 4. It's Brady to David Givens, who had a touchdown catch in last year's Super Bowl and has one here, and a little bit of smack talk there, huh?
Little T.O. The little bird. Look, Givens in the back of the end zone. Tom Brady does a great job of scanning the field and seeing Givens on the backside.
And then, I mean, you don't see that sort of stuff out of the Patriots right there, but pretty interesting. So now here we go into the second half of this ball game. Brady to Deion Branch, 27 yards. The Eagles saw a lot of Deion Branch in the second half of this ball game in particular.
And they you know what they did? They went toward the middle of the field often with this team because they vacated it. They had the linebackers in space. Deion Branch, good catch.
3rd and 10 now from the Eagles 38. 3rd down. Brady to Branch, 16-yard gain. Huge pickup to keep the drive alive. Again, tie game, 7-all. 2nd and 10 from the Eagles 23. It's Brady to who else? Branch leaping for the goal line, but he's out of bounds in the 2, a 21-yard play. So who do you look for on the goal line if you're the New England Patriots? Of course, it's your linebacker. Mike Vrabel had a touchdown catch in last year's Super Bowl and has one this year.
You got Corey Dillon in the backfield. You don't give Corey the ball. You send Mike Vrabel on a little out route. I mean, great hands for a linebacker.
And the flags were on Philadelphia, so the Patriots are up 14-7. Now here comes Westbrook and McNabb and Owens coming back. Westbrook and Owens with a nice catch there. And now McNabb in the red zone. He finds Westbrook. Westbrook picked up 4 first downs on this drive alone.
And this is where they need him. They need him beyond the line of scrimmage, giving him the ball in space, allow him to catch it where he can make a play. That's an excellent catch. The ball was thrown behind him.
And now McNabb to who else? Westbrook to pop it in, and the Eagles respond with a touchdown of their own. I mean, what a great throw this was by McNabb.
McNabb, this is one of his better throws that I've ever seen right here. I mean, he threads the needle. He was almost sort of being picked off, you know, again, but great throw right there, an excellent catch.
So how will the Patriots respond? Well, by putting the ball back on Philadelphia's side of the field, and Corey Dillon beginning to run here. A 9-yard run. 1st and 10 for Dillon, who seemed to be a little bit banged up at the end of this game. But again, he had a very good game. 4th quarter. This drive continuing in the 4th quarter. It's Kevin Falk. Can he get into the end zone? No, he stepped out of bounds at the 2. It's a 14-yard gain. 1st and goal now on the Eagles 2, and it is Corey Dillon. First career Super Bowl touchdown for Dillon. 18 carries, 75 yards for the former Cincinnati Bengal.
Look at the blocking up front. Man on man, helmet on helmet. Corey Dillon, tough runner. He's not going to be denied on the goal line.
So now, later on, the New England Patriots are back in inside the 10-yard line. On 3rd down, they figure, you know what, it's 21-14. With 8 minutes of change to go. Let's take the 3 points. There was a conservative play call with Dillon. You like that, obviously.
I like that. I like that. Just get the points.
So Adam Vinatieri's Patriots are up by 10 now. And here comes Donovan McNabb, desperate for points. Terrell Owens over the middle. Nice catch there. Owens is free. 36-yard gain by Terrell Owens. 1st and 10 for the Eagles and the Patriots 36, and it's McNabb over the middle. How many times does Teddy Bruschi come up big for this New England Patriots defense?
Teddy Bruschi, we call him Johnny on the spot. He's always near the football. He always makes that play when they need it. I can't say enough about that guy.
I mean, just like in that Colts game when he ripped the ball away from the Indianapolis Colts, creating a very key turnover. So now here comes McNabb, and the Eagles trying to get back into this game on a final drive. Freddie Mitchell over the middle gets a big key first down for him, and there was an interesting hit. Why were they not going no huddle on this drive?
I think they were taking their time. I think they wanted to make sure that they got 7, ran the right plays, didn't do anything stupid, but they burned a lot of time off that clock.
So now McNabb over the middle, up top to Greg Lewis. Greg Lewis, the 2nd-year receiver, with a very big touchdown, but the ensuing onside kickoff is comes to no avail. The Patriots go 3 and out, and the punt pins them eventually, and the Philadelphia Eagles really can't do anything on the 3-yard line. McNabb and the Eagles could not score, and the New England Patriots once again are world champions, Super Bowl champions, and Robert Kraft, his team, once again winning in the Super Bowl. Rodney Harrison sealing the deal fittingly with his second interception of the game. And we have a dynasty on our hands.
Yes, we do.
And we have an owner of a dynasty as Bill Belichick gets the Gatorade shower. We have the owner, Bob Kraft. We are thrilled to have him join us on our set. Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, it's great to be with you. I'm happy there's an NFL. Thank you very much. I'm happy there is an NFL network where I can join you. And we're very, very ecstatic tonight.
What is possibly going through your mind right now?
Well, I just sit back and think about the 34 years we went to games in New England. Never won a home playoff game. There was only one. And we dreamt about winning a championship and trying to create a legacy that the fan base in our area could feel proud of, similar to what's happened in so many other areas. What's in Denver, Dallas, Pittsburgh, San Francisco, Green Bay. And I think winning this game tonight gets us going on the route.
Now, this organization now is going to be compared to the San Franciscos, where everybody wanted to mimic that organization. Do you feel that everybody now wants to be the New England Patriots, like San Francisco was?
Well, we're very fortunate. I'm blessed with a great head coach. He works tirelessly. He's got a great staff. The personnel department does a great job, and we have a lot of luck going our way, too. You know you can't win in this league without some luck, and you saw how this game ended here tonight. We were very, very lucky.
That's not luck, that's execution. That's what that is, execution. That's not luck, Mr. Kraft.
Well, it's execution and good luck.
All right.
Well, you know, the dynasty word is being dropped. I'm sure you've heard that.
Well, it's kind and it's nice. And you look at the NFL, it's the highest form of sport competition anywhere in the world, and to be able to compete at this level makes us very proud, and we look forward to the 2005 season and looking forward to compete there, and let's see what happens there.
All right. Could be another Detroit, right? Could be Detroit.
Well, I don't care what city they're in. It's a lot of fun to play in.
Well, now you're heading back to New England for another parade, so enjoy that.
Well, the mayor was just here. We have a lot of snow on the streets there, but he's going to work something out, and please God, we'll have it on Tuesday.
Very good. We'll look forward to that. We'll cover it on NFL Network.
Oh, that's great. I hope no one's throwing snowballs.
I'm sure they will comport themselves very well, because it's old hat for New England now. I mean, Patriots, Red Sox, the Red Sox. What's going on up there?
The last 18 months have been super there, and been pretty special, and I hope your fans out there now are going to go into withdrawal. So we got to keep this good programming going for people like me who wake up at 2 in the morning and want to see good NFL programming.
Well, the beautiful thing is the season never ends. As you know, I'm sure you people are already talking about
I gave you a softball.
You like that? Well, thank you so much. Well, it's time to promote our all-season coverage, but we'll still talk about the confetti here and you being a Super Bowl champion for the next time.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be with you.
Thanks so much. Robert Kraft, the owner of the Super Bowl champion New England Patriots, again, 3 times in 4 years. We'll have more coverage from Alltel Stadium when we come back on NFL Total Access at the Super Bowl.
It establishes our dominance, to tell you the truth. That's what it does. I mean, you want to talk about any other team that's done this before? You can talk about the Dallas Cowboys. I think it was in the 90s, and they were considered a dynasty. So you want to put us in that company now? We've done something to earn the right to be put in that company, and we all feel great that we can be put in that company.
So there you have it. I mean, it's amazing how they're still reluctant in a way to discuss dynasty. You know, you heard Mr. Kraft, who was here before, and Adam Vinatieri. He had the word on a piece of paper in front of him, and still some of these guys won't talk about it.
It's probably a little taboo. I mean, guys don't like to, be self-proclaimed people. They let the media talk for them and do and make them great. This team, if they're not a dynasty, I don't know what is.
Well, Solomon Wilcots is with Rodney Harrison, the man who sealed the deal with his second interception of this Super Bowl.
Rodney, you have to congratulate you on a heck of a game. You seem to be in the right place at the right time yet again, helping your cornerbacks out on the deep pass. Talk to me about the mindset you had coming into this game.
Well, basically, it was a lot of emphasis on T.O., and really we got sick and tired of it. Our defensive backs, our cornerbacks played a lot of man coverage. They stepped up, they played some great defense, and we were able to make some plays on the ball, and we're champions.
4 turnovers in this game. What is it about this defense that you guys seem to come up with the ball when your team needs it the most?
And we're no Pro Bowlers. Guys get overlooked time and time again. We're a bunch of replacements back there, but time and time again we step up and we get the job done, and it just speaks volumes of the type of character that we have on this team and on this defense.
You have now won 3 of the last 4 Super Bowls. Is dynasty befitting of this great group of players you have here?
Solomon, I don't know about the dynasty and all that other crap. All I know is we're champions right now. We paid a tremendous price. We worked our tails off to get where we're at now, and we're going to enjoy it.
Well deserving, and congratulations.
All right, man.
The veteran Rodney Harrison getting congratulations on the field, and we are joined by the MVP of Super Bowl 39,
Thank you.
Deion Branch. How does that sound to you there, Deion?
It's cool right now. I just can't wait to get home and hear from my family, just see what they think about it, and my teammates, man, the support they've been giving me.
Right.
Well, that comes with a truck. What'd you get? What kind of truck you get?
I don't know. They said the red car down the way.
Red car. Oh, it was a car.
Yeah.
Well, at least you got a car.
Yeah.
You got a vehicle.
Did you need wheels, Deion?
Yeah. I think it was about time.
Yeah, I mean, it's your 3rd year. I mean,
Exactly.
You could use some wheels, right?
I know. My mom may vouch for this one. So.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah. We're going to take our time and see, though.
11 catches for you in this ball game, tying a Super Bowl record held by Jerry Rice.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
how does that hit you when you hear words like that actually uttered by another person?
That's hard. That's an honor just to be named beside a guy of that magnitude. Jerry is the greatest receiver, and I'm nowhere near him. Just to be a part of that list and everything is an honor, man.
Well, as a Super Bowl MVP, you will always have that distinction. I mean, everywhere you go, you are MVP of the Super Bowl.
Yes,
I mean, you have to, when you go places, Deion, that's huge, man. I mean, has it settled in yet? Has it really hit home?
No, and the more you say it, I think about it. But right now, I'm just thankful we won the game. I think all the guys on the sideline, and once we went in the second half, we had to go in and adjust and, hey, let's go out and play our game.
Right.
I think we kind of fell on the wrong side the first half and wasn't doing so good. And we went in and adjusted it real good and came back out and played our type of football.
And you did it against a secondary that has 3 Pro Bowlers,
exactly.
Deion.
Hey.
What challenges did they pose to you that you were able to get through with 11 catches?
Just a lot of different things. It was mostly, I think Coach Weiss put us in a great situation.
Rodney Harrison joining.
Hey, he's Super Bowl MVP.
Hey, man, thank you, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All the interceptions I be getting in
I know.
But I see
we got a seat for you. Come on, Rodney.
I think coaches put us in a good situation to make plays.
Right.
That's what we did.
Well, you guys attacked the middle of the field all day. I mean, you guys picked on these guys in the middle all day. What did you guys see to exploit that?
Well, we knew that if we go in, Coach told us if the line just hold up and Tom have enough time, that there's a lot of holes out there. We could pick around and hit a couple of them. That's what we did. So.
How about Deion Branch, Super Bowl MVP, huh?
It was well-deserved. I mean, it should have been last year, but, Tom got it. But you know what? It came back this year, and, I mean, he's been tremendous for us. Ever since his injury, he's worked extremely hard to get back, and you know what? Hard work pays off, definitely. 6 career interceptions for you in the playoffs.
Yes,
it's
sir.
your 6th postseason interception of your career that sealed Super Bowl 39, Rodney. I mean, the last couple of years has been an unbelievable turn of events for you. Can you place this all in perspective for us? in your mind?
You know, it's just a tremendous blessing from God. I mean, just for this opportunity, and then to be able to go out here and capitalize. So much hard work and effort has been put into this by so many people, so many sacrifices, and this is, I'm extremely elated. I'm so happy that a guy like this, who's worked so hard to come back from injury, you know, really reap what he's supposed to get. And you know, Tom Brady, he stepped up, and so many young guys made so many plays. Our young guys just played tremendous.
And your secondary, you guys seem to have a lot of guys rotate in and out of the secondary. But right now, you seem to be the one constant back there that keeps everybody glued together. Let's talk about that a little bit.
You know, it's probably been my most challenging year this year because you lose an all-pro corner, you lose a Pro Bowl type caliber corner in Tyrone Poole, and to go back there with some young guys which the media calls replacements, it really put a big challenge on myself. But the young guys stepped up; they worked extremely hard.
Don't forget Eugene went down.
And you know, even Eugene went down today. You know, and that put more pressure on us. I had to go up in there and play the slot, little wide receiver, which I worked on doing practice. But you know, those guys played a lot of man coverage today, and they stepped up.
Is that right? You worked on that in practice, and were you?
He kills me in practice.
Yeah? How so?
You know, he give it to me. This guy here, man, just playing along with a guy like this, he gets on me every day about not letting someone outwork me.
Right.
And just to hear from a guy here who's playing, what, 10, 11 years?
Right.
You know, only he got on me the other day about missing one practice. He's only missed one practice in 11 years.
Yeah, you believe me, I played against the guy for a couple of years in San Diego, man. So I know exactly, and I'm happy for Rodney. I mean, he came to an organization who, had an opportunity to win championships, man. I'm proud of it.
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate it coming from a future Hall of Famer in Terrell Davis.
Right on, man. Right on.
Nice. I like that. Yeah.
Right on. Let's talk about T.O. right now. I mean, T.O. came out, man. He played extremely well, but he sort of looked like he had a little gimp in the step at times. What effect did he have on the game as far as him being out there?
I mean, he had, 9 or 10 catches. I mean, the guy's so big, so fast, and so physical. You have to kind of, do your game plan around him and understand where he's at every single play. I mean, he played tremendous. To come out there off a broken ankle and go out there and make such a difference. I mean, he's a warrior, and that's why he's all pro, and that's why he's hitting the Canton.
9 catches, 122 yards for Terrell Owens, but he was not the best receiver on the field
tonight. Wasn't Deion Branch.
Deion Branch, who I have to ask you, Deion, what is your favorite ride at Disney World?
Baby!
I don't know.
What's your favorite ride?
I don't know, probably the swing. I don't want to try the roller coaster no more. You know, a lot of stuff been going wrong with the roller coaster.
It could be it's a small world after all.
I know.
What do you think?
Stay on the swings and stuff. So.
That's right. Well, thanks for joining us, Deion. Congratulations. Enjoy your now fame as a Super Bowl MVP. Life may be a little different for you.
Oh, man.
And Rodney,
Thanks,
always a pleasure having you on NFL Total Access.
It's an honor just to be next to an MVP.
A Hall of Famer.
Oh, yeah. Very good. Right, very good.
2 Hall of Famers.
I'll go to the Hall of Fame. Hey, I'm going to Kent. Let's head it over to Paul Burmeister, who was with Terrell Owens after the game.
100 yards. Are you happy with how you were included in the game plan today?
I mean, I was decent. Felt like I could have been used a little bit more, but I knew if I was going to step on that field, then I wanted them to use me as much as possible. And the bottom line is we just didn't make enough plays.
Donovan threw 51 passes. You were 3-to-1 pass to run. Are you surprised with how much the team threw the ball?
No, not at all. I mean, we've been throwing the ball that way all year. And obviously we knew we had to try to run the ball a little bit just to try to keep them honest. And, we just didn't get going like we wanted to. We stopped a lot of drives with the turnovers. And, obviously in a game of this magnitude, you can't have turnovers. You can't win like that.
Think about how you envisioned your ankle feeling out here tonight, and tell us how it felt from the start.
I mean, I felt good. God is good. I give all the glory to him. And, I can't really take credit for anything that I did out there today. He put the power in my body to go out there and play, and that's what I did.
Congratulations on your effort and also your season, T.O.
When we say Total Access, we mean it, TD.
Total Access.
You are inside the locker room of the world champion New England Patriots, the 7th franchise to win as many as 3 Super Bowls in the history of the National Football League. Back in Jacksonville in a moment. Welcome back to NFL Total Access at the Super Bowl. Christian Fourier letting New England Patriot fans touch the trophy that Corey Dillon now can call his own. Congratulations, Corey Dillon, you're a Super Bowl champion.
Thank you very much.
Who do we have here?
My daughter, Cameron.
Cameron.
Hello.
Your daddy just won the Super Bowl. Isn't that pretty neat?
Yeah.
How do you feel, Corey?
You know what? I feel good. I mean, it really hasn't hit me yet. It's unbelievable. I mean, we came here, we played a tough team. I mean, the game was up and down. It could have went either way. Guys just made plays and, you know, fought hard for 60 minutes, and we came out with the win.
Now, a game like this, man, this is what you came here for. This is exactly what you came here for. So before the game, did you have anything that you did differently, or did you stick to the same routine?
You know what? I try to stick to the same routine, and you know, it worked out. It worked for me. You know, I just went in there, was relaxed, and was just going to go in there and try to get some tough yards to help my team out. And you know what? Made a couple of big runs, got us in some great field position, and we got some points.
75 rushing yards, 31 receiving yards, and a touchdown. What is it? What's it like scoring? I'm with two guys who know the feeling. What's it like scoring a touchdown in the Super Bowl?
It is awesome. I mean, just to be playing in this game speaks volumes. And you know, I've been blessed. I think God had His hand on me for a long time. He put me in a great situation and surrounded me with some great teammates, great coaches, and man, and it's a pleasure playing for the Pats.
Now, were you guys game plan? I noticed that you guys threw the ball a lot more during this game. I guess you guys tried to run the ball a little bit, but realized that, you know, Philly has a pretty good defense that you have to respect their run defense, and so therefore you got to go up top.
We started passing a little bit more. You got Trotter in the middle, and he was very disruptive in the running game. He was blitzing. He was getting penetration, disrupting our timing. So we balanced it out, started passing a little bit. And then we fortunately came back to the run and made some big plays in a running game, and we just kept it balanced.
And now you're heading off to the Pro Bowl. Not a bad couple of weeks for you, Corey.
This is awesome. This is great. Won a Super Bowl, off to a Pro Bowl, so I'm going to enjoy my time over there too.
Somebody told you a year ago on this very date that this would happen.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, right.
Man, nah. I don't think anybody would have believed it. I probably didn't even believe it myself, but you know what? I ended up in a great situation with some good people, and you know what? We fought hard all season, and this is the reward.
And would you say this entire year has changed the way you will be viewed forevermore as a football player and a person?
Well, you know what? I can't really worry about what people think.
Sure.
I mean, I'm just gonna be Corey and live my life for the Lord and continue to do so. I mean, if anybody view me different or view me as the same, so be it. I ain't got time to worry about that. I got time. I got to worry about my daughter and my family, and you know, and keep pressing on. So, you know, if they view me different, fine. If not, oh well.
Would you help us out, by the way?
Cameron,
would you help us out and say, that's it for my dad. Here's Tom Brady at the podium. Can you say that?
Okay.
Can you say that? Cameron's going to toss us to the next piece here. Go ahead and say it.
Okay.
That's it for me. Go ahead.
That's it for Dad.
That's it for Dad.
Now here's Tom Brady earlier at the podium. Now here's Tom Brady.
Here's Brady.
Earlier at the podium.
Early at the podium.
There you go.
There you go.
We really didn't make a whole lot
now.
of plays against the blitz tonight. They did pressure us, and they didn't really get to us. I think they only had one sack, and that was on a 4-man rush. So we were pretty good with our protection. I thought we made some critical plays there on third down in the second half that really allowed us to do some good things against their, I guess some of those were blitzes. But we were prepared. We knew where we were looking, and we felt that was going to be our best chance to win, is to execute the plays when we saw them, and we had a great plan.
Last game you said Vrabel's eyes were as big as saucers. How about tonight on that touchdown?
Well, I couldn't see him much. I came out the fake, and what's that, little man? What you doing down there? You back again? I couldn't see him much. He was getting grabbed, and I came out the fake, and I looked to the flat to see Patrick pass, and he was covered by I don't know who was out there on him, but one of the corners, and then I looked at Vrabel, I laid it up for him, and he made a great catch because he got held on the play, but he came down with it. It was great. Well, I think it was just the way it worked out. I think he made some I think what he does best is after he gets the ball in his hands, he can really do some great things, and he really moves around well. He catches the ball. He's got great vision. He's just continuing to get better every time he's out there. And we missed him for so many games this year. Finally, he got back, and Kansas City was his first game back. He had a huge game then on Monday night. playoffs, he played huge. Had some big plays last week. I mean, he's really been just probably our best offensive weapon all year. Besides Corey. Yeah. That was a big play. That was a big play because, well, I think we knew the coverage we were going to be getting, and we had set that play up all week to try to get exactly what happened. I wish we would have scored there, but I don't know. Did we punch it in? No, we didn't. Dylan took it in on that. Yeah, that was a big play to get us down there nice and close. Yeah. I think the first drive of the third quarter was pretty important. We went down the field and scored a huge touchdown. We was to take us up 14-7, but you know they kept battling, they kept coming back. It's a good it's a very good team we played. They made it tough.
Tom, how does a 27-year-old cope with garnering comparisons to Joe Montana, especially now?
Well, I said this and I don't buy into those comparisons, and he was one of the best of all time, along with a lot of the like 2 other guys who got inducted to the Hall of Fame, and I'm just lucky, I think, to have the opportunity to be on 3 Super Bowl winning teams, to be 3-0 in Super Bowls, to win 9 playoff games without losing. I mean, it's been really a great year, and I think everyone is proud of what we accomplished, and we're all going to go celebrate and have a hell of a summer.
Tom, is sunken week avoiding the D-word dynasty now? 3 titles, 4 years, 2 in a row. Is it a dynasty? Especially how hard it is.
Well, we heard this question all week, this week. Oh. And I just don't think we think of ourselves as. I think when we talk about that, for us, there's a lot of guys who haven't been on those other Super Bowl teams. Oh, excuse me. On those other Super Bowl teams, it's just been, there's a certain group who's been there for the 3 Super Bowls. There's some that haven't, and I think this year has been very different than the other 2. And however people want to characterize what we've done, no, go for it. I mean, we're not writing it.
As for Donovan McNabb, he threw for 357 passing yards in his first Super Bowl, tying Joe Montana for the 3rd most passing yards in the history of the Super Bowl. He also threw 3 interceptions, as the Eagles are now going into their 44th season without an NFL title. And Paul Burmeister caught up with number 5 after the game.
Donovan, first of all, congratulations on a great season. I want to ask you about the New England Patriots defense. We have heard from some of their linemen that they put in an entirely new front to contain you in the pocket. How early in the game did you notice that they were doing something that you hadn't seen on film?
Well, we had seen everything, and anytime you have 2 weeks to prepare for any team, you have to prepare for the unexpected, and we knew they were going to come with some changes, and I think once after the first series, we went off on the sideline and discussed what we needed to do and how we needed to run the offense, and we came out and executed well, came out with points, I think, but just, you tip your hat off to them. There's been a great run for them, 3 Super Bowls in the last 4 or 5 years. It's excellent for them, but we still can't hang our head down. I mean, we've had a remarkable year. It's been a special year for us, and we did some good things this year.
The discrepancy of pass to run in your offense tonight really jumped out to me. 3-1. Was that the plan, to throw the ball so much more than you ran?
I mean, watching the film, we knew that we can attack those corners and attack, their inside guys, and we were able to execute in doing that. And I think just what happens is, obviously, when you play against a team like that, turnovers are key. And you look at the interceptions of which we've had, 2 of them were in scoring position. So, I mean, you eliminate 1 or 2 of those, and, I mean, we're on top. And we might be the one out there getting hit by the confetti, but the whole thing about it is that, obviously I'm a little upset by those interceptions, but I'm not going to head my head down at all. I'm excited about the things we were able to do. Like I said, it was a special year, and I'm just going to walk around with my head high.
Yeah. As you should, Donovan. Great season, great efforts, and enjoy the offseason.
Thank you so much.
There is the Patriots locker room. Mike Vrabel, another touchdown catch for him, and another Super Bowl trophy. More from Jacksonville in a moment. Welcome back to NFL Total Access's live post-game coverage of Super Bowl 39, in which the New England Patriots once again stroll off the field winners. And I want to talk about their last touchdown drive of the game, TD. The game was tied at 14. They took a shot from the Philadelphia Eagles, who came back and tied the game at 14-all. And then this drive, a mixture of Kevin Falk and Corey Dillon, it was just a really impressive drive.
Anytime that they respond, they like to get the ball into the running back's hands by run, by screen, by putting them in the flats, dump downs, and that really calms that offense down. And it allows them to move the chain without having to go for the big gains. I mean, you see right here, they're just pounding on this team, making them tired, getting first downs, and just, putting a point on the team saying, like, you know what, we're going to win this game.
And conversely, the Philadelphia Eagles, they didn't run the ball very much at all. Brian Westbrook, only 44 rushing yards. And interestingly enough, all week long, we'd been talking about, hey, Donovan McNabb, maybe he could do something with his legs. Maybe he's going to revert to that running quarterback. Only one rush attempt in this game. Really none. We saw no rushing out of him pretty much.
What surprised me, Rich, I mean, I didn't see him run the ball at all. He had a lot of opportunities to run the ball, but he sat in the pocket. He was patient with it, tried to make the plays downfield, which you can't blame the guy. But I thought that Westbrook would have gotten the ball in his hands a lot more than he did today, at least running the ball. They tried to run him a little bit, but they kind of gave up on that. Gave him some dump downs, and he was effective once he got beyond the line of scrimmage with some screens and some balls in the flight and some dump downs.
Once upon a time, Bill Belichick lost a playoff game.
Once upon a time.
Long time ago, when he was a Cleveland Brown head coach against the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's now won 9 in a row. And he's now passed Vince Lombardi for the all-time coaching record in playoff history. He's now 10-1. He surpassed the man whose name is on the trophy he held above his head earlier tonight, right behind us on the Alltel field. And here is the head coach of the New England Patriots earlier at the podium.
Around all day was going to be a long and tough proposition, but we tried to match up as best we could with a lot of our best pass rushers, and so that's why we were never really in a 3-4 the entire game. Offensively, obviously, Branch had an outstanding day, had some big catches. I thought Tom made some real good decisions. We were able to, for the most part, take advantage of our scoring opportunities other than the one, turnover we had down there in the red area. But being able to get the ball in the end zone against their defense in the red area was huge. And that was, was obviously a big factor in the game along with our defensive turnovers. So we're thrilled to win. It was a very tough year, and again, the players just deserve so much credit. And also, I'd just like to take my hat off to Charlie and Romeo. They did another tremendous job. I mean, those guys have been under, a lot of. They faced a lot of challenges all year, and of course, Charlie's done a super job the last few weeks. Given his situation, I think it's just been beyond the call of duty, and he's given us everything, even at the expense of probably leaving a couple things behind in his new job. So I'm extremely grateful to them. They're two of the best coaches I've ever been around, and it's been an honor for me to work with them.
Do you feel at half that you survived self-defense?
Yeah, we didn't play very well in the first half, but again, I think Philadelphia had something to do with that. You got to give them credit. They're a good football team, and we could have done some things better, but at the same time, they pressured us. They forced us into a couple plays that we couldn't get, and had knocked us on 3 and out a couple times. So give them credit. They're a good football team. Most of our problems were certainly at least partially a result of their good play.
I know you didn't like it when you asked about it during the week, but this is more of a dynasty. Is this now?
We still don't we didn't look at it that way 2 days ago. We don't look at it that way now. We're so happy to win this year. We started at the bottom of the mountain with everybody else, and we're thrilled to be able to get to the top. And that's what this year was about one fight against 31 other teams to try to win this Super Bowl and win that trophy. So we're happy that we did it, and I'll leave the comparisons and historical perspectives to everybody else.
Okay. Look who's here on our set right now, and a man with a touchdown catch in his second consecutive Super Bowl, linebacker Mike Vrabel. How you doing there?
Good, I'm doing great.
Who do we have here?
Carter's hanging out. Can you say hi? Right into that camera.
Carter Vrabel?
Hi. Yeah, Carter.
No. he's looking at all the lights. Unbelievable, Mike. Talk about your touchdown catch. You had a little juggling act. Nice hands.
Yeah, I didn't have a choice. I mean, the freak was on my back trying to pull me down. So, Charlie said before the game, he told me on the way over, we get down there, that's the first call. It's going to be, Vrabes on the X on a bow route to the corner. And Kurtz was kind of pulling me back a little bit. And, I was able to
Right. And I want to give you a list of names here. Ready? Teammates with touchdown catches in consecutive Super Bowls. Are you ready for this?
Okay.
It's only happened 3 times.
Okay.
Lynn Swan, John Stallworth.
I know those 2.
Jerry Rice, John Taylor.
I know those 2.
David Gibbons, Mike Vrabel.
They're going to be like, what? Yeah, Lynn Swan and John Stallworth and Rice and Taylor are like, those guys, they don't deserve to be in there. But, you know, you're so thankful. I mean, I didn't start for 4 years in this league. My first 4 years, I never started a game. So to win 3 Super Bowls in 4 years is special.
Now, does this one feel any different than the other 2?
I mean, we like to keep them close and make them come down to the wire. So you get done with this game, and it's just everything you put in over the whole year from the beginning of the season. So they're all so special. I mean, they're just it's the pinnacle of our profession.
And did you ever think you would have a Super Bowl record along with Jerry Rice? Did you ever think you and Jerry Rice would share a Super Bowl
Probably
record?
not. Most definitely not.
It's truly unbelievable because, I mean, that sort of statistic, I think, speaks of exactly what this particular team is about. Would you agree with that?
Well, I think the team is our foundation. But, I mean, we've got individuals that go out and win ball games. I mean, you have to. In this league, you've got to have guys go out and make plays. And we've got that, but we've also got the team and our teamwork. That's our foundation that we can fall upon when things are tough.
Well, Mike, thanks for joining us. We
I
really
appreciate
that. Mike
Congrats,
Vrabel.
man.
Thanks, Steve.
Carter Vrabel, right?
Yeah, Carter Vrabel.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
There you go. We'll be right back. There's not more that needs to be said, right? We'll be right back, Carter.
Say go Pats.
Go Pats.
Say it loud.
Go Pats.
Welcome back to Alltel Stadium, where it's almost all over. The confetti is still strewn across the field, and they're getting their final interviews in as we are here on our live coverage of Super Bowl 39's postgame. I'm Rich Eisen. Terrell Davis is here, along with Kara Henderson, Paul Burmeister, and Solomon Wilcots. And Romeo Crennel, was this his last game as the defensive coordinator of the New England Patriots? The past few weeks, it's been a not so well-kept secret that the Cleveland Browns have been interested in him, and we're going to make him a job offer right after the game. And, well, Romeo Crennel is with our Paul Burmeister.
Coach, we've heard from some of your defensive linemen. They've let the cat out of the bag and told us that you had a defensive front and kind of an attack that you hadn't used since preseason. They tried to explain it, but you're the guy who put it in. Why don't you explain what exactly you were doing tonight?
Well, basically, we spread our defense out a little bit, and rather than having the linebackers over the guards, we moved the linebackers in over the center to give us a little bit better leverage on the pocket. And so we wanted to try it to see what it looked like and see if it was going to work, and it worked pretty decently, so we decided to stay with it.
Anything about your immediate future you want to share?
Yeah, the Cleveland Browns called tonight, and they offered me the head coaching job, and I told them that I would accept, and so I plan to go up there on Tuesday.
Congratulations. And what are some of the things that you learned from Bill Belichick that you want to take with you? I'm sure you're going to be your own head coach, but some things that you learned from Bill that you know you want to take with you.
Well, one, Bill is a great strategist. He knows offense, defense, special teams, and then his ability to study an opponent and come up with a plan, and then the ability to adapt on the sideline, you know, as things occur. If a team is giving you one thing and then you need to change and adapt to what they're doing and try to stop the new thing that they're giving you.
Coach, congratulations on your most recent Super Bowl title, and best of luck with your new opportunity.
Thank you. I appreciate it, and I'll see you.
Yes, you will. Thanks, Coach.
All right.
So some coaches get a call from the president after the Super Bowl, and that coach got a call from the Cleveland Browns after the Super Bowl.
I mean, that's a great move. I'm happy for him. I think that Romeo deserves that. Coming from this organization, going to Cleveland, he knows how to win. I think that Cleveland is going to be a contender just because he's there.
After 2 decades of being an assistant, he gets his first job. It's unbelievable,
It's unbelievable. I mean, you know what? It's late, better late than never.
Right.
And so I think he'll be a great addition to Cleveland.
So basically, in the end, the New England Patriots head coach in the Super Bowl is a guy who has a better winning percentage in the playoffs than Vince Lombardi all time. Their defense was coordinated by the head coach of the Cleveland Browns, and their offense was coordinated by the head coach of Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
That's quite a coaching staff.
That is. It's almost like the San Francisco Bill Walsh coaching tree. I mean, you're going to look at the NFL in about 5 years, and every coach is going to come from New England. So that's exactly what they have here.
Well, let's hear what Charlie Weiss had to say after the game.
When Bill pulled me and Romeo together at the end of the game, when Bill, grabbed me and Romeo together at the end of the game, it was like, this is it. After Rodney had intercepted that ball, You know, I always, when a game's over, I never run on the field. I go looking for my family. I've done it every Super Bowl. When the game's over, where everyone's running that way, I'm running to the sideline because I want to share that moment with my family. But when Bill grabbed me and Romeo at the end of the game, you know, that was like, hey, it's over.
Would you like the person who takes over for you come within the staff, or does it matter to you?
I'll leave those decisions to Bill. You know, I obviously I'm very close with our staff members, and, you know, I wish them well, but I know that Bill has a plan, whether it's internally or outside, but, you know, however he goes, there'll be continuity, and they'll do well, and I hope they do better than they did with me. I really do. I hope their offense is better. I hope they win more games. I mean, because one of the things by leaving and going to college instead of going to a competitive pro team is I can be a fan of the Patriots, and I don't have to try to steal their players and steal their coaches.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
Okay.
So to borrow the phrase from our halftime commercial, everybody's undefeated again.
That's right.
Right. And the New England Patriots' first order of business, they got to get a couple coordinators in the house.
Yeah, defense and offensive coordinator. And that's pretty big. I think most people don't think about the coordinators being a real special part of a team. They always focus on the head coach. But in this case, you got two special individuals that needs to be replaced, and it's going to be tough to do that.
Well, perhaps they can elevate from within and keep the same system, because don't break what doesn't need fixing, right?
That seems to be the likelihood of the whole situation. Bringing somebody who's already in the organization, who understands the scheme, bring them up, and just keep them in-house.
Are you all right that your Broncos are no longer the last team to have won back-to-back Super Bowls? Are you okay with that? You all right?
I'm okay. You know, had they lost tonight, I would have went home and got a bottle of champagne and popped it like the 72 Dolphins when they're undefeated. You know, but it's okay, Rich.
Right.
I'm fine.
Because I see, I don't know if it's maybe the post-game letdown or something. The adrenaline was flowing with the game, but you seem a little down.
No, I'm not.
Sure you're good? I'm just kidding. Terrell Davis is okay. We're okay.
Cool.
The Total Access machine rolling on. Robert Kraft inside the victorious locker room. More from Alltel in a moment. Welcome back to Alltel Stadium. We're determined to outlast the local stations from New England.
I think we are.
It's like a media episode of Survivor. Donovan McNabb was harassed all night long. Third play of the game, Terrell Davis. Teddy Bruschi coming through, virtually untouched, creating what many thought was a turnover. But at any rate, the bottom line is number 5 was hectored all night. And what do you think they were doing?
Well, I think what they were doing was just putting a lot of pressure on him, mixing up the defense, you know, bringing some blitz here and there. But I think the bottom line is that they really, really just frustrated him. I mean, he was in a pocket. He had antsy feet, couldn't throw the ball. And this guy right here was just all over him today.
Willie, I guess
about it, man.
Willie McGinnis,
we did it again.
We might as well ask
Congratulations.
you. Hey, Willie McGinnis is here, a three-time Super Bowl champion.
3 times.
Is it any different? This one any different?
You know what, TD? I couldn't even really get emotional. I don't know how to feel right now.
So he's so used to
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I spent more time trying to get my family onto the field, carrying them out of the stands than I did celebrating. It's you know, I mean, you've been there, man.
Yeah.
Words can't describe it. After the first one is great, the second one is great, the third one, man, I'm just amazed, man.
So are you guys a dynasty?
Yeah, you saw the posters, man. I didn't say it. There was some posters floating around with 3 Super Bowls, and it said Dynasty.
Well, I think that qualifies.
I think we're up there. I think we're up there among the best. I would like to say we got a long way to go. We got some more. We're not done. We're greedy, man.
Well,
we're greedy. We're hungry.
You guys talk about work. I mean, are you going to play, get a chance to rest, relax?
You think we're not about to enjoy this?
Like,
we're about to have a great time,
and then,
especially the way we want it, man. We give a lot of credit to Philadelphia. They're a great team. We knew it would go down to the wire. It was a totally different game plan defensively. I mean, we had to put it in, you know, this week, and just the way the guys stepped up, a lot of different individual guys stepped up big today.
What was the game plan, Willie? What was the idea?
Well, we went to a total different front called the Cali front, where I'm a defensive end now. I'm rushing. You know, we sent 4 guys rushing, edge pressure, guys up the middle, and we just tried to, you know, make him make mistakes and be a little confused in the pocket.
Is it true that you hadn't used that defense since the preseason? Is that a true
we
story?
hadn't. We hadn't used it all year, but that's the kind of guys we got on our team. You know, guys that can jump into one mode right into the next.
I'd love to know what it was like in the meeting room when they came in and said, okay, this is what we're going to do, and it's something you hadn't done. This is the 22nd week of the season, pretty much. It's something that you hadn't done for 23, 24, 25 weeks. What did you think? You're sitting there like, wow.
Me, I got excited because I got to rush all day. I didn't have to worry about coverage or nothing. And, you know, it's a credit to the versatility of our defense. A lot of different guys can do it. It went more 5 linebackers and 2 D linemen. You know, we got a chance to get, you know, the linebackers on the field, a more, you know, athletic, faster group because of Donovan and Westbrook, guys that can run and beat you with their feet. So we had to get more speed on the field.
Now, everybody talked about T.O. this game, and I know you guys had to focus more on Brian Westbrook because, to me, I thought he was the key to the game. If he had a big game, then I felt that Philly had a great chance at winning this game.
Well, that was the big 3. You know, TD, they had Terrell Owens, Westbrook, and Donovan. And we wasn't going to just put in one game plan for one guy. We was going to play the way we played. We was going to try to put pressure on Donovan, keep him inside, don't let him get, you know, around us, get our hands on TD. I mean, TD,
yeah,
you ain't even out there on T.O., which, I mean, he played great. I mean, he caught a lot of big balls. Westbrook, he's so elusive and hard to tackle. You can see he made a lot of guys miss today. And, you know, it just worked out, man. It was a battle all the way to the end.
Tell me what the party's going to look like.
Oh, you guys not going?
Well, I mean, we're here, but
I'm going to the party.
The Black Eyed Peas will be there. Snoop Dogg's going to be there.
That's a no-brainer.
Lionel Richie's going to be there. We do it big when we win.
Lionel Richie.
We do it big when we win.
What's he going to sing? Do we know?
I don't know.
Is he going to sing something, or he's just going to be there?
I hope so. I hope he's not there just hanging out.
Yeah. Party caramba, fiesta forever.
Come through.
All night long.
Come through.
Right?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, listen, Willie, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. It seems like we're doing this every year.
Hey,
you're up for that, I'm sure.
I'm humble. I'm excited. I'm just blessed. You know, I'm just blessed. I'm another one of those blessed players in the locker room.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You bet. Willie McGinnis is here, and Paul Burmeister is standing by with Michael Lewis, the Pro Bowl safety of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Michael, the New England Patriots on their first 5 possessions didn't get any points. On their next 5 possessions, scored 24 points. What was the difference in the beginning and then in that middle stretch where their offense really started to click?
They made a great adjustment. They spread us out, and they ran the ball on us when we were spread out, got guys out of the box. We were successful with that. Then when we came with pressure, you know, Brady did a great job of dumping the ball off, you know, to Branch for those little short routes.
Brady had an excellent game. Corey Dillon went over 100 yards. In your mind, which one of those 2 hurt you more?
Tom Brady, the best quarterback in the league, Tom Brady. I can't say enough about this guy. Everything we threw at him, he was able to just take it and be successful with it, man. My hat's off to him. You know, I didn't realize how good he was until we lined up and we played against him.
Congratulations on a great season.
Thank you.
And the party is just beginning, as you heard, for Willie McGinnis. Things are settling down around here on Alltel Stadium. But we're staying. We're going to stay here until the New Englanders go home.
I'm here.
All right. Patriots fans are so giddy. I mean, you'd think the guy should put his seat cushion down before you know what I'm saying? Like, woo, the seat cushion! Yeah, he's got their seat cushions. They got hats. They got
everything, man. They're the world champs.
No question. So the Patriots fans are celebrating their 9th consecutive postseason win. On the other side of the field, the Philadelphia Eagles come up just 1 game shy on a terrific season for them, 13-3 in the regular season. They finally made it past the NFC Championship game, and Brian Dawkins, one of their warrior-type players. Obviously, that's a word that gets thrown around lightly in sports, but he's a very prideful man, and he came back to his hometown of Jacksonville, and again, he came up just short. And this was Brian Dawkins earlier.
The hunger for this team is something that I can't put into words of how bad it is. This does hurt, but we've been hurt before. We've been hurt 3 times straight in the NFC Championship game, so we know what it takes to get back up, dust yourself off, prepare during the off season to come back to a rigorous schedule and see if you can get this thing again. I mean, it hurt. All of them hurt, but I think this hurts a little worse because this is the ultimate. This is the last one. This is the one that, you know, you could have been holding the trophy up. So this does hurt worse than those. But like I said, I think, and I don't like to lose and learn things from, but like I said, being knocked down for 3 straight years in the NFC Championship games gives us a little boost and little more knowledge on what it's going to take for us to get back to this point again.
So, again, Brian Dawkins, that's a long flight to the Pro Bowl for him now, to Jacksonville. What do you think is going through the minds of the Philadelphia Eagles right now, TD?
Well, Rich, what you have is there's only a short window of opportunity that any team has, and they've been to 3 straight NFC Championship games and a Super Bowl. I mean, your time is ticking. You can't keep trying to come to a championship game every year. They know that their time is basically going to be gone in some short time. So for this team, their time might be gone.
Well, I mean, a lot of folks thought Steve Young made it in the Hall of Fame this weekend. His thought coming into this game was that they finally got past that stage of the NFC Championship game, and they'd play looser, freer, much like he did back with the Niners when they finally got past the Cowboys into the Super Bowl. But would you say that they looked a little tight coming out, or no? Or do you think that's a mischaracterization?
No, I don't think they were tight at all. I think they came out and played hard, but they made mistakes.
Right.
And mistakes in a game like this, you just can't make. I mean, they turned the ball over 2 times early. Would have been 4 times had they not had a few plays, 1 down and 1 was a reverse call. So this team is lucky when they came out. I mean, they didn't play tight to me, but I just thought that New England was a better team. They were supposed to win this game, and that's what happened.
And they did win this game. It was a close one, a close game. The Philadelphia Eagles tried an onside kick later in the game. Unfortunately for them, it came up short, and the New England Patriots are winners again. Matt Light, the man who has Tom Brady's back, is with Paul Burmeister.
Matt, you now have 3 Super Bowl titles. Think back to how the first 2 felt, and now this one. Is there any difference in how awesome it is?
Just the best one by far, because it's right now. It's an unbelievable feeling. I mean, it's hard to put into words, you know, what it's like. I mean, you see that confetti coming down, and it's like, man, we just won the championship of the world. We are the best team in football again. It's unbelievable, man.
It was difficult trying to pull out any part of the game plan from any one of the Patriots all week and even the week before that. Now that you've won, what can you tell us about what you were trying to do going into the game against this defense?
Well, we were trying to just, recognize what they were doing, number one. I mean, they throw a lot at you. Number 2, we started out early in our preparation. We put a whole bunch of stuff up on the board, and we practiced a lot of it. And, our coaching staff and Tommy and all those guys sat down and we started whittling things down, or they did, and they got us into a package that we all felt really comfortable with, we all liked, and by the time came game time, I mean, we had a great feeling going into this one. I mean, we prepared really hard throughout the week. That's what it takes to win these championships, stay focused, all those things, but, that game plan was awesome from the start.
You're up front banging heads, getting bloody and sweaty the entire game, and they give the MVP to a wide receiver. Is that all right?
Hey, man, it doesn't matter who gets that MVP, man. We're all going to have really nice Super Bowl rings on our fingers come this summer. This is the ultimate team sport. They're going to label a few guys out there, for the credit and the little awards and stuff like that. But, I tell you, we couldn't have done it with everybody on this team. Without everybody doing their job and doing it 100 mile an hour, man, we would have never got this far.
Well, enjoy another offseason as a world champion.
Right on. Hey, and you know what, Rich? Next time you should come down here, man. I love you, but, Rich, you got to put more time on your job, man. You're slacking.
Rich has a more important job, sitting out hosting the show.
Right on.
It's an outrage, an absolute outrage that Matt Light would do that, throw me under the bus like that.
Out.
That's he's supposed to have my back, but I guess that's just Tom Brady's back who he has. And moments ago, the man himself, Tom Brady, spoke with our Kara Henderson.
From an unheralded rookie to a 3-time Super Bowl champ, how did this happen?
Well, it's been a long road. It's been battles every step of the way, but got a great group of guys, great coach. It's a great organization. I think I'm lucky to be the quarterback of a team that's won 3 of the last 4.
People are going to lump these 3 together, but why was this one so special for you?
Well, they're hard. They're all different. There's so many different challenges and obstacles over the course of the year, and then there's only one team that really does it. And then to think that you got whatever is a 6% chance each year, and we've done it 2 years in a row. It's just been a lot of work. It's been a lot of guys who really committed themselves to winning, and it's so hard. It's the great teams we played. We played Colts, Pittsburgh, and Eagles. I mean, to beat those 3 in a row, it's just incredible.
So much was made of the Eagles receiving corps coming into this game. Yours very unheralded. What can you say about the way that they played tonight?
Well, they just been doing it game in and game out, and today they just did everything they could do to get us to win. Deion had his best game, probably one of the best of his career. David Givens had some big plays. All those guys who were in there, they just do. You're right, they don't get as much of attention as they probably deserve, but they get it from us, and there's a lot of trust that I have in them, and that's what it's all about. They trust me, I trust them, and they really would, it was a big part of that win tonight.
So much was made of the word dynasty coming into this week. Now that this game is in the books, what do you make of it?
Well, like I said, I don't think this team's ever talked about ourselves, and I think it's kind of the way it's going to continue, I'm sure. I think we all know what we've done, and we're all proud of it. It's been a great accomplishment. Not too many teams get a chance to do that, and we're just awfully fortunate to come through like we did. Thank you.
Now it's off to Honolulu for Tom Brady. Much like NFL Total Access. We're going to Honolulu soon to cover the Pro Bowl, but we'll wrap up our Super Bowl coverage in Jacksonville, Florida in a moment. TD, that's the bottom left portion. That's us.
Is that right?
That's us, yes. From a very long way away. That's us. Hello.
I see.
You know? Yeah. That's pretty cool, huh? That's great TV when we're like, ooh, look at us on TV. Very good television. Very good
back on my
television.
bald head.
Well, it was a heck of a Super Bowl. There's no doubt about that. It was real close. The New England Patriots won again, and I ask you, sir. I think would you care to gloat all season long? Lincoln Kennedy, Ron Woodson, yourself did a lot of predicting, a lot of talking. Who is the best team in football? Who is the best team in the NFC? Best team in the AFC? Which team did you stick with from week 1 to week 22?
The Patriots.
Please
Patriots.
Put on your championship hat.
I think I'm worthy, right?
I think you're worthy. Terrell Davis.
Showed us to Rod. Showed us to Lincoln.
You're also sending shockwaves throughout the Rocky Mountain area, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's just temporary. Just temporary.
Congratulations. You're the champion of NFL Total Access prognostication.
Thank you.
And here's how the New England Patriots did it. The Philadelphia Eagles were actually the team that scored first in Super Bowl 39. Donovan McNabb to L.J. Smith, a laser over the middle. The New England Patriots eventually responded with Tom Brady for the second consecutive Super Bowl, finding David Givens to tie the score at 7. The score was tied after the first quarter. At halftime, for the first time in the history of the Super Bowl, it was tied after 3 quarters when they exchanged touchdowns to the teams in the third quarter. Mike Vrabel catching a touchdown pass for the second consecutive Super Bowl. Donovan McNabb responding by finding Brian Westbrook over the middle. First time ever the Super Bowl went into the fourth quarter tied, but the Patriots owned that fourth quarter. Corey Dillon giving the Patriots a lead. They would not relinquish. Donovan McNabb of Sullen. Bill Belichick getting perhaps the coldest Gatorade shower in the history of the Super Bowl. I mean, this may have been one of the more colder Super Bowls on record. He earned it, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
As you can see, Tom Brady, 2 touchdowns. He did not throw an interception. He's now got 6 touchdowns and only 1 interception in his 3-game Super Bowl career. Corey Dillon with an excellent Super Bowl for his first Super Bowl. And Deion Branch, what can you say other than he's the Super Bowl MVP, that the tallest player on the field is 5'9" tonight, TD?
Is that right?
He's 5'9". That's all you pretty much can say, you know.
I can't. It's 5'9".
I think we're frozen solid here on the field. You have a final thought, Terrell? Final thought from Terrell
The final thought
Davis.
was that Philly played a game better than I thought. I mean, they came in, they competed a little bit, but again, a team as strong as New England, they're just tough to beat, and they can beat you in so many ways. And again, they displayed that tonight. And this team, odds-on favorite for next year to win another championship.
You think so?
I think so. I know so.
Are you talking Super Bowl in Detroit now? Super Bowl extra large? Super Bowl XL?
You see how cold that is?
I see that, yeah.
That's Detroit, okay? Colder.
Hey, somebody from the Detroit Lions came up to us today and said it was 50 and sunny in Detroit on this very day. Yes, on this very day.
And watch, you know what? With our luck?
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
I'm trying not to.
It was a beautiful day here in Jacksonville, actually. It was a stunningly gorgeous sunny day. In fact, it helped me work on my base for Honolulu.
And we walked here,
yes,
too.
We
Don't
did.
forget that.
Yes, we did. Through all the Eagles
13
fans.
blocks and got here.
Yeah, so it was an excellent Super Bowl, and Jacksonville had a great day to shine, in which to shine, and had a great game here at Alltel Stadium.
It was. I mean, it was a very nice game. I think that at the long run, Jacksonville, they pulled it off with this game because it was an excellent game. So I think we could be back here.
I think you never know. You never know. And maybe we'll be back here with Romeo Crennel as the head coach of the Cleveland Browns. You never know what might happen. But he is now the head coach of the Cleveland Browns. Deion Branch is the Super Bowl 39 MVP. Tom Brady joins Aikman, Bradshaw, and Montana as the only quarterbacks to have ever won 3 Super Bowls. There is the new head coach of the Cleveland Browns getting his Gatorade shower. Dynasty! Rodney Harrison hoisting the trophy once again as the New England Patriots are the champions of the world. For all the hard-working men and women of the NFL Network, we are thrilled to say good night from Jacksonville. Sign off from a week we will never forget. We're thrilled to be able to serve you in following your coverage from week 1 to week 22 of the NFL. We'll see you in Honolulu. But for now, good night from Jacksonville.